it has fucking thousands of subscribers now. You know, now it's like it's one of the most popular Twitch channels that there is. Whenever every Thursday when you go on Twitch, up on the number 1 to number 3, one of the top 3 will be Dungeons and Dragons, and it was because of Critical Role. But I'm watching it from the start. Like I started watching it from the very start, you know, and it's literally thousands of hours worth of campaigns to get through.
Yeah.
And they're on campaign 2 current. But I really like it. The only thing is there's one person that doesn't survive all the way through the current show because he was having like personal problems, and you were starting to see him in the show, and it's super cringy to see it. Like you see them all like getting pissed off by the dude, but because they're on Twitch, not like just calling the dude out and saying get the fuck out of here, you know, like you're annoying everybody.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Well, otherwise it's really good.
what you don't want to do is bring in like personal shit.
Well, the thing is, when they started, when they started, like before they started doing the Twitch live stream in 2015, they had been playing for 2 years, and everything had been good with this dude for those 2 years. But as they started becoming famous, of course, like how the camera's set up, you watching 2 different tables because it's an 8-player campaign, and then a single one watching the Dungeon Master. Of course, the Dungeon Master kind of becomes like the lead singer of any campaign, you know? And this dude like doesn't really like that, you know? He goes from being like really cool in the beginning until like they start realizing they're going to be really famous off this shit, and it becomes real popular, and suddenly he wants his character to become omnipotent kind of deal.
Right.
You know, he's talking over other people's turns and shit, and trying to get more attention from the Dungeon Master and trying to question the Dungeon Master on shit. And it's like, there's one point it's really cringe-rated that everybody, one of the bigger dudes in the show is like, you don't have to look that shit up, DM. If somebody tells you you're a god, you just say yes. Because the guy's like, what are you, a god? And everybody's like, he's the fucking DM. He is a god.
This world.
Our surroundings. 1 minute remains. The ring is close.
That Octane up.
But eventually they get rid of the dude. He's the asshole.
45 seconds.
And now he wants to come back, but like he was just really hooked up in drugs and shit and going through personal stuff. But more importantly, he just wanted he wanted all the spotlight and shit. It's a fucking 9-person cast. He wanted all the spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much to ruin a game.
No, it really doesn't. And like I said, even just watching, like I love watching everything except for these last couple episodes where he's still in it. And it's so cringy seeing them all just like him just fucking bogart other people's turns and shit, you know, and just to get told like you can't do that, and everybody looking upset about him being there makes it, even watching it, suck. I can't imagine what it was like fucking playing. And they're all trying, like this is just when they were coming to fame, so they're trying to do their best not to fuck the show up, you know, and lose all their fan base by getting in a massive fight on stream, but. Eventually, they got rid of dude, and then the dude went on and tried to make his own like one-person D&D campaign where he was a DM and voice acted, and essentially his character was God. The deal, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's just a power trip. Yeah, just 100% power trip. Just as a homage to him, they made sure in the campaign, like they came back like 2 episodes after he left the show and killed his character off, just like a fuck you to him.
Target spotted.
It's kind of funny.
Scanning the area.
But it's really cool watching. Like if you ever decided to watch him, the first campaign's called Vox Machina.
I'll take a look at it.
Critical Role, and watching it from the beginning, like episode 1, and watching as they like to where they're at now. You know, they go from being like, I don't want to say, there's a different era there in Twitch. So like the second episode and shit, like they're amazed and like they're so thankful and shit because people ordered them food while they were streaming.
Right.
Which this is 2015 Twitch, so like that was pretty impressive, you know, that people order you, somebody, random internet stranger, ordered the food,
Half the squads remain.
to them getting gifts and getting props sent in from fans. And their first campaign, because they didn't think they would make money, they asked for all their donations to be given to a charity. And it turned out being almost $100,000. And they're all very good voice actors.
They spotted me. I'm taking. Not sure. I think someone's targeting me.
57%. Fucking copy.
I'm getting hit over here. Boys running.
You're on your own.
Kill your ass real quick. Bye, easy.
Slice it up for a snack.
Another squad's attacking. Focus.
Scanning the area. I'm taking fire. I contact with hostile.
Firing.
Shut it down. You're better off dead, but I could use the cover.
I downed an enemy. Healing up. Eyes are open though.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Shut him up good.
Patching myself up.
Healing my wounds.
Shut you up real good.
So who do you play Dungeons and Dragons with? Your brothers and shit?
So it's a combination of
Hostile right here.
my brother and a bunch of friends.
Round two. Let's get that countdown going.
Was there any groups or shit like that when you were in the military?
There are groups, yes, but you know, it's just a matter of perspective. Like, you know, you just
Yeah, I
find
know. And I know it's not just finding people who want to play Dungeons and Dragons. Because in the long run, it's also people who want to play Dungeons and Dragons like you want to play
Patching
Dungeons and
myself
Dragons.
up.
Yeah. So
Some
like,
people just want combat all the time. Other people want to role play.
yeah, that's where it's the difference lies. Is
Recharging my shields.
what people want to do. You know.
We have a game shop around me. I was thinking about checking it
I'm
out.
taking shots.
That, like I've known about for years, but I was never in a spot of self-confidence, I guess I would say, where like I just wasn't. I wasn't about that. I mean, you saw me last time. I'm big now, man. I gained some weight after I quit smoking.
Right.
I went from being in shape and cut and good when I was snowboarding a year ago, or a little bit over a year ago now, to 236.
Damn.
Yeah, the thunder is loud. But I'm working on it. It's still worth it for quitting cigarettes,
Hostile
though.
right here.
100%. That shit costs me $10 a day, and more importantly than that, it'll probably cost me a week of my life every day. So, but I learned some things, man. I learned that big people struggle a lot more than That's an unusual struggle. I just wanna.
This is us.
I started watching Critical Role.
I'm taking shots.
Getting.
Surroundings.
I want to like sound multi-rated, but getting fat like made me not care so much about my image, like not be so self-conscious of my body image. Which like I'm in the process of getting back in shape now. I'm doing good. Starting by this summer, I'll be back to where I was. Hopefully better, if I have more to work with. But I don't know.
Recharging my shields.
I'm not nearly as self-conscious as I was.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
We
goddamn house.
But they closed it down years ago. Now I don't know.
Oh shit!
Level 5.
I'm down. Someone's gonna pay. Next.
I'm taking fire. Reloading.
Better watch it.
Recharging my shield.
Get over. Someone's here. Stand back.
Shots fired at me. Lie low. I will assist you. Your time is not over yet.
Dude, this entire fight has gone down in this fucking tunnel, basically.
Coming out of the new area.
I'm hurt.
No, in the
Phoenix kit.
Recharging shield.
what's it do?
Oh, bunker
Yeah.
area. Damn, yeah, it go like that sometimes. That shit's fun though. Like some. That's why I love the new mode for it. It's fucking quick, fun fights, in and out.
What the hell?
Round 3.
Ouch.
Tick-tock, here we go, son.
There may be a shooter nearby.
22.
You got a care package coming?
The area.
But if some other guys, if they get back, if I can catch anybody in agreeing with it, the D&D Beyond shit, the online shit, from what I can tell, it does. There's like the free app, and then like the 3M or whatever, or like certain players can buy content, can buy modules and like handbooks and shit like that. But then you can share them. So I'll be down to help out and buy that shit for the campaign. We get to do it, so I'm sure we're like, bro, we can't help but spend all this money. They'll end up buying the whole thing.
Putting up a heat shield.
My
Was
aim
at the
sucks.
moment.
I'm
The area.
surprised I didn't die there.
Patching myself up.
That's the one good thing about playing on with a computer roll dice. Ain't nobody got to do math.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see me sitting there, but like, hold on, guys, wait a minute, just give me a second.
Ring flare opening near us. I won't push you. Promise.
That's a 1 plus 6. That's the 8, right? No. I got that. It's 7.
Oh.
Might be something good this way.
Ring's not too far. 45 left. Phasing.
Does Wraith not get affected by ring flares?
No, she does, but if she's in her teleport shit, she
Be
doesn't.
aware. There is a ring flare opening near me.
If she's in phase,
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't take damage.
Seconds. The ring is close.
Ring's closing. Let's see some movement, shall we?
We're all outside the ring. Can't kill if you're already dead.
One of the things that makes her so good. She's one of the only characters that can do that shit. In like Final Circle, that can actually touch the storm without fucking getting marked.
Need to recharge my shields.
Chin up.
Recharging my shields.
Care package
Care package on
incoming.
high. Favor from the gods. Watching our surroundings. A ring flare closes at short distance. Someone traveled through here recently. Be aware. The battle is still mine. I've returned to the totem. Reloading. Scanning the area.
Reloading.
Down one.
Patching myself up. Eyes are open now.
Gonna.
Shot at.
That one's done. Nice job. But you're still fun.
Look at you. All Apex champions.